so we don't lose anything
A few
good for
full minutes?
No, I meant seconds. I'm gonna kick you until I die.
No, don't do that. I mean, I don't want you to die, and I also don't want to be kicked.
I don't know how that would happen.
However long I want you to live. Like,
that's true. Well, this
like
headache.
you've doomed us to live together for the next 20 years with you kicking me incessantly.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you added that last modifier, because I was about to say we're doomed to live together for the next 20 years. Oh, how great. I'm so glad living with me is doom. No, I love you.
I just meant if you started kicking me incessantly, it would be...
No, that would be terrible. But anyway, that's Sam.
That's Chris.
And that makes us the never-ending backlog. And I have a splitting headache that just won't go away tonight. And it's okay. It's 6 p.m. But here we are. We are like 4 hours away from the deadline of when the humans are going to kill us all.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying we're 4 hours from the end of the game, and I was like, I don't think it's going to take that long, but it is long.
Just a brief recap for anybody who hasn't watched like the 4 or 5
4
hours.
hours until the dome comes up and all the humans kill all the birds.
I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement?
Certainly not one that appears in the official plans. But maybe.
Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete.
It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building.
Oh, she's reaching into the red.
Oh. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Does
I
it
don't
look
like this new... No, I won't. Not on stream, but...
Okay.
Anyway. I feel she's been having trouble every night recently, and I don't know exactly why.
We're supposed to be letting her stay awake until 8:30, but we've been putting her to bed earlier.
Yeah,
So we
it.
may need to adjust. She needs to be awake for a little bit longer.
Crud. Okay. That's what we're not doing. Because we're both just exhausted
Her
at the
wake
end of the
windows
day.
should be 5.5.
Well, alright then. So we did have this argument over the stream. And
Okay, I'm sorry.
no, I didn't want to air our dirty laundry over the internet for all to see. So people come back here and be like, wow, they spent like 30 seconds arguing about their child's sleep schedule. Anyway.
Is there anywhere you might have missed something?
We missed something or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh! That's right! The encyclopedia from the Library Medical Center. And the chronology in the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again.
You've thought of something.
Yeah, I need to go check. Fukuya. Oh, God, water. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. Can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better leave him alone. You take Nageki.
I know. I'm worried about it, too. You're fading again. Where are you?
Nageki! There you are!
What is it?
I found out a lot about the school, and about you.
I see. I suppose you know who I am, then?
Sorta, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets of the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you?
That might be so. Or it might not.
I saw in the school records, it says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I could never leave.
You stopped your... In other words...
At the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that.
So you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement underneath the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia.
The encyclopedia?
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one in here?
Why would...
That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no 6.
Sorry. The medical center has the same encyclopedias?
Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9.
How disorderly.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here.
Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Column 9.
Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but it's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been...
What does it say? That one.
Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office, but I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this school has been used for biological weapons development for the last 5 years? Wow, for at least 5. Whoa, yeah, I kind of forgot that for some reason. 2180. New strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans and has been named the Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeon Medical Center. Charon? Oh, that was
Charon virus? Humans I met would always get very sick.
Are you remembering something?
Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room.
Secret things.
I wanted to tell someone important what was happening in the center. What was it? My family? Must have been my family. Oh, that's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I need your help to see?
He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you've realized something, it would help me to know what it is.
I've remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently everybody there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I felt that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day, the endless routine was broken, and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity, free humanity." I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time.
Yeah, I remember it's still shocking and just not as surprising the second time around. Ugh.
I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes.
Jesus Christ, game.
I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. Then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide anything you need. Anything at all. There is a hospital on the school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there.
Sorry for the baby shushes.
You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition, and so I enrolled in St. Pigeonations. I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. You want to do doctor?
This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school.
And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans, and in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me, they would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart little by little, and so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. The Charon virus, the deadly guest that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus.
That was Operation Hatoful?
Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. My Mr. Kawara. Are you going to the basement?
I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive and find out why they killed Billy Butts, I need to ask the doctor.
I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside?
Oh. A piece of paper folded up among the files. This is a map of the medical center?
When I was there, I went in through the medical center. But it must connect to the main building somewhere near here.
That looks like the gym, so the stairs are...
I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there.
The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nageki. I have to go.
Yes. I think you will be seeing me again, and Miss Dump Truck as well.
Oh, ominous.
Dun 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 dun. That was a short part. A staircase in the preparation room.
I mean, was it? I thought we ended in the middle of it, I thought. The middle of 7th class. Most of it is on the last episode.
Oh, I thought we stopped at the end of one of the classes.
Maybe we did. Maybe 7th class is just a short period. I don't know.
I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be.
If the Scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours till we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get every birdie from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs.
Leave that to me.
Mr. Leon!
I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry, I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Well then, thank you, Mr. One.
Aren't you going with him, sir?
I'm going to come with you, Cora. We never know what could happen.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous.
What about you, Sakuya?
You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Right, okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. Guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back to warn you and the others, Mr. Leone.
Understood. Commence Operation Breakout it is then.
Not so fast. Anguille? What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around. Textoris Melodia Funis. You travel now to the Abyss of Despair, do you not? The Abyss of Despair? I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone. The Wallenstein guy's the doctor, right? Okay, we are coming for you, Wallenstein. Oh, God. That reverberates in my whole skull. I might have to give Anguille a different voice.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, Anguille, we need to be careful. Wait!
He certainly is lively. Let's go.
I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland.
Yes. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either.
This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it. Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door, or...
I don't come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft?
A draft?
There are no windows in here. Must be coming in from the basement.
Malachi, don't go behind the Duvon.
Duvon?
The Duvon. The thing he's going behind.
I didn't realize
credenza.
The Duvon. Okay.
No, it's a credenza. I could not think of... I am in a lot of pain.
I'm sorry.
I'd feel silly. I forgot what a credenza was. Be silent, my crimson breast. We must hold back, or the eulogy of doom will... Gate of Cerberus, guide me to the abyss! Wait, calm down, Anguille. You can't...
Oh, there it is. So it was behind the mirror all along.
He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he? Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak. Let us proceed, Textoris Melodia Funis. The master of the abyss waits below. A long dark staircase winds downstairs behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel. Let's go.
Very impressive.
This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Billy Butts, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet.
I don't see any bird here. I wonder if it's closed now.
Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up.
I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on.
Hey, Anguille, which way do you think we should go to find the doctor? That would be... My crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches. Couldn't you have said so earlier?
Oh dear. If we don't get past him, we can't go on.
We cannot reach Wallenstein without first dealing with this Phineas Dark Servant. This trial cannot be avoided. But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... Here.
We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon?
A weapon? I do have this stun gun Mr. Leone lent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow?
Maybe not at normal output, but it does look like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected.
The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
What did it even say?
There's a fire hose. On the wall there. If we time it right.
You're getting into character, aren't you?
It always makes me yawn a lot, dude. Every time it right.
Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the fire hose. Of course!
Ready?
He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Anguille, sir, get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. Heal, heal, heal. Thump. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We did it!
Electricity is a powerful thing indeed. Huh.
The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Heal. Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards!
Disgraceful. What am I doing here? The bell is not allowed hesitation. No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No, not ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I have been nothing but vain and selfish. What should I do, Yuya?
Coo! It is Sakuya. Sakuya is here.
Leave. No one wanted you to come here.
Coo! Everyone is leaving. It is a grand, daring escape. Coo! Sakuya will find Ryuta with Oko-san. Away we go.
Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Coo! Sakuya weeps.
No, I do not. It's raining.
Coo! Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad. We must do something about it. Coo! Oko-san used healing touch.
Confound you. Must I repeat?
Coo! Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again.
So they told you.
Coo! Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we only need chase after him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave. What kind of fool would?
Cool. Oko-san knows the earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we will find him.
What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel, too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even in their own error, that is.
Cool. Oko-san is not a mongrel. Cool. Sakuya, Yuya, and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names are more important than any breed.
Is that your argument? That isn't even...
You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down.
I am myself?
Cool. It is time to go. Oko-san and friends are late. Cool. Kick reason to the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya.
Oko was always brimming with useless energy as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We will never see him again no matter how far we run. But if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There's nothing more for us here.
Cool. Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryuta, full speed ahead. The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous, relying on Anguille's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far, and we are in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that just an Anguillism?
There's some very advanced equipment in here. And this document looks fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use?
There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register? Look, your name's here too, Anguille. The Dark Grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy.
There are notes on some of the students, too, under Higire. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat.
I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the crimson breast of Judeca, destined to wander this earth alone. I am not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic.
It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kuwara?
I was invited too. I don't know why.
Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's.
No, the black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us.
Could you wait a minute, Kuwara?
What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to...
I want to ask you something first, Kuwara. You lied, did you not?
Huh? Lied? Me?
I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot? Even though it was just yesterday?
Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakuya, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor.
I see. Let's go then.
Mr. Nanaki follows Angeal down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Billy Butt's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something? But that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. It must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at all the walls here. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or... You're too late, Mr. Kuwara! Somehow that doesn't hurt my head. I've grown tired of waiting! You need to take Angeal, because that's too many voices.
The Dark Sorcerer, Wallenstein!
Nice.
Doctor.
It wasn't just Billy Butts. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this? Must I repeat myself? I told you before. I merely disassembled Miss Dump Truck after the fact. I did not kill her. Do you really think I care? It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Dump Truck Billy Butts?
Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words, Textus Melodio Funis. He will lay a spell on you.
Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off.
Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No, the dark spell.
What are you doing? Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kuwara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek. You've done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. Nothing you can say will change my mind. How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced I was working on Operation Hatoful. Operation Hatoful? The plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus. Precisely. Oh, it does make me happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, such strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have to send live carriers into their society and allow it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome.
Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate.
You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself.
Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the test of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We had expected he would be glad to get the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold before his death, but thankfully we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept him to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive.
It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way?
Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We only needed to... Sorry, sometimes I trip over this voice. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nageki's.
Compromise the immune system? They die!
Indeed! If the subject were able to become a carrier for the Charon virus, if they died of some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was careful with whom I chose, I think would be better. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks.
Full marks? My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain.
Are you okay, Ryuta? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you are all right.
Billy Butts came to the infirmary to see me?
You have come this far? I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot?
Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Uemine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired.
Are you okay, Ryuta?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Mr. Aniki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Billy Butts is reaching toward me.
Want to go home? I'll walk you.
Her hand stops. Billy Butts falls to her knees, clutching her chest.
Ryuta, I can't breathe.
Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange, almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Billy Butts. See you tomorrow. She fell down before my eyes, and then...
The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Dunctruck displayed the archetypical symptoms of a human infected with Charon virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread... Hold on.
Apoptosis?
Apoptosis in the lungs, but more simply, any human who comes in contact with you will die. Do you see?
You're lying! Billy Butts and I were together ever since we were children.
Of course! I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this?
The Scarecrow's head?
Yes! Alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the labor models, new human... hold on. It is one of the labor model new humans developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards a beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party's researchers will, and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation. So I had to patrol the building. And now the next question. What's inside the bag?
A human's head?
No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Dumptruck's head here to your classroom, but did you notice anything missing?
Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to look for clues. May as well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean Billy Butts' brain?
Correct! You do catch on quickly. Miss Dumptruck did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality.
Then she's alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not, I don't know anymore. Can you save her? Why don't you take Ryuta? I'm getting really tired of doing two voices. Especially when one is Shu.
That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remains in this world up until a few minutes ago. But you gave poor Labor number 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Dumptruck's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, today her mind. You are a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara.
I killed Billy Butts. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way?
This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss Dumptruck told me long ago? Come, follow me.
He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Billy Butts is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose.
You are obedient, Mr. Kawara.
Wait, Textura Melodia Funis. The demon spores are at the thickest that way. You will not be able to return.
That's right. The doctor's probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back.
My headache's going away. That's why I can bring back Engil's original voice.
Yay.
Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas?
His presence, Mystic Phantom, the avatar of miasma.
You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higiri? Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Billy Butts' parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply.
Oh god, I forgot about this.
The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house across the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us.
Is there anything you desire? I will grant...
I will grant any wish for you. No, sorry, no spoilers. So tell me.
I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Billy Butts continued, I agree. I would do anything to make Ryuta's wish come true. The stranger nodded. Might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen. We were children. That's right. That was you.
That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see.
8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Billy Butts' parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Dumptruck both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. That's how I am carrying out your wish, just as you had stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see?
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We only needed to transfer the original lysomes from Fujishu and Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish, though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all that I have done for you,
I don't care about anything now. Billy Butts is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore.
Do not be anxious. You have no one to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara.
My crimson breast are just dead.
Talking will just make it worse, Higure. Seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe.
Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight! Coo! Coo!
Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the gas.
Coo! Coo! Oko-san shall not fail.
Oh, much better. No one can say you slack off the student president, Shirogane.
The Crimson Breast shall not forget this.
Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go?
Coo! Coo! Were you separated? Did Ryuta wander off and get lost?
No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off?
Coo! Coo! Oh no! No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak. If we do not act soon, the fungal song shall herald the coming of the darkness.
Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon. What? We can explain while we walk. Assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well. Let us proceed. Kawara, are you alive?
Go ahead.
Ooh, Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryuta is not normal. Miserable medical man, what have you done to him?
Why, if it isn't the son of the noble LeBelle family, what is one of your prestige doing here? Ho ho ho!
Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race.
Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara?
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Ho ho ho!
Bah.
He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. Oh, it's so good to not have a headache anymore.
It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it.
He has but little time? What does that mean?
His duty now is to fly about the world spreading the seeds throughout all of humanity. It would be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task.
Ooh, do not fear. Oko-san will stop for you to here and now. There he goes.
Mr. Kawara has traded his free will for a normally impossible physical tenacity.
He's been brainwashed. We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kawara is very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. Well, him? He's nuts.
Blackbeard Donna.
There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Quora, stop! Ah! Oh dear, there goes Shirogane.
The demon Red Eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One.
He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual?
The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the fungal song.
Funeral song.
That too.
Okusan, attack! Okusan cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryuda. There we go. Perfect. We're supposed to convince Ryuda to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness. Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go with it.
Just go with it. Prepare yourselves. We fight brethren bound with the Red Lotus fetters. Ryuda, Textoris Melodia Funis appears. Angeal's turn.
Pure Wings awaken.
Textoris Melodia Funis. Now is the time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the Red Lotus.
Sam's turn. Cuckoo! Ooh, a violent Ryuda is not a good Ryuda. Come to your senses.
Oh, I forgot how epic this music is.
Katsuaki's turn.
Oh, shit.
Listen to us. We're all trying our best for you, Kuwara. Come back to us.
Now I'm worried, like, can we fail this?
I hope not.
It's Kuya's turn. What do you think?
I've been choosing the second option each
just
time.
go for it.
Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kuwara. This is not the path you must travel.
Also, it sounds a lot like him. Hana's turn?
Jeez, Ryuda, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs.
Hell yeah.
Wake up already, Ryuda.
Ryuda was defeated. Kick. Oh.
Kuwara, pull yourself together. Do you want this?
No. I don't.
Ryuda is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated? Fascinating! It should not have been possible for some hours yet!
Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient.
Oh, hello, viewer. I just noticed someone came on.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. You were kind of in the epic twist ending of this. And we've one more twist to go. We're not even close to the end. Let's see.
This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast.
Wait, Angeal. It's not just his fault.
Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor. Why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. Man, that sounds weird out of context. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you were expecting, I assure you.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these?
What is it, sir? You seem excited.
It's amazing, the healers we got earlier.
Healers? Ah, the healer cells from last month.
Yeah, them, from The Unusually Old Human.
That's a reference.
Aiding science even after death. Can't we at least call the samples by their proper name?
You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality.
This? Indeed, the results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things.
It's all about love.
Or intuition?
That too.
Kawara Ryuji. He's quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside.
No, Kitty, don't knock the mic over.
It is already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now.
It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life.
Oh, wow, what a great scientist.
Sophistry?
Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one?
I didn't ask you to pick it up for me.
Here, take it. It's not like we're running out.
You sound like a pushy salesman.
Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've been doing fine so far.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something?
What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy.
You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say.
Talking like this gets us nowhere.
Guess what? I had a kid.
I see. Congratulations.
Well, don't you have anything else to say?
Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized, the only one I ever recognized is worthy of my respect.
Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool.
What is it?
A fossil. Look at it. It's huge.
You act like an excited child.
Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach.
I will carry on.
I don't know what that means.
I think he means he wants to fuck the fossil.
Oh God, I hope not.
I don't know. Spouse meaning partner, breach meaning contract. He's like, oh God, I just want to rub my cloaca over geology. But wait, no, wait. He said a fossil. Does geology cover fossils? I thought that was archaeology. I mean, what can you expect from a game that's primary function is to date birds? I will carry on your research while you're out. Go on then.
Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one is at the start of the month.
Well, I am interested in your work, sir. I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time.
Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast.
Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time he returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to the disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by his family.
Issa, I always knew this was a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I don't regret the way I did things.
No, sir.
But I just remembered. I do have one regret.
Yes, sir?
I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take time off the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead?
A rather vague request.
He's too nice. He'd never ask for something even if he wanted it. I suspect
he inherited that trait from his father. No, I'm sure people love listening to this voice.
Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything.
Very well. I shall remember. What is his name?
Ryuta. It's Kawara Ryuta.
You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings, and I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what you mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or that what they mean? Or was it just cowardice?
Ugh, I need water.
No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryuta, son of the Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
8th class. Oh, God. Forgot there was so much shoe in this episode. It just drives me out.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill.
Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a partaking kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me, and you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was only trying to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. And is the world I wished for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago, because I'm just one of those really pedantic assholes where if you don't spell things out exactly, you'd be like, I want a world where everyone's happy. It's like, well, if birds get along, I'll just kill all the humans. That's the fastest way, you know? Call it Occam's blowtorch.
What absurd contract was this?
There is no power in prayer. Oh, damn, harsh words. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today. And I must admit defeat.
It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss.
We have only about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you are still alive, gentlemen.
Mr. Leone!
I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie!
I bet it was built by MIBs.
Red! Well, I guess no birdie's panicking anyway.
Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here.
Correct! Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Cool. The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carry out an experiment, and now I have obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Cora? Can you stand?
Yeah, but...
We need to bring dump truck with us. I think everyone else has gone outside. Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment.
Your words are haughty and immature, as always. Do as you please, if you can.
I will indeed. Remember my face, villain.
Hold on.
Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I I must think carefully about my plans when I am outside. I still have much research to...
Doctor? A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses.
Madness. There should still be time before the humans...
Mr. Nanaki? Nanaki shot him. Well, as I recall, there's still actually a whole bunch more to go. And we're at an hour, so...
Can we try and finish it tonight so we can do something new next Friday?
Oh my god, I want to. Maybe we can finish it over the weekend. Sam, there's like another half hour to 45 minutes of stuff, if I remember correctly. There is a lot. I would love to keep going, but I remember there's a lot of stuff, because it's... All of his backstory comes out now.
Yeah, we could probably get through the backstory quickly.
No, Sam, I'm tired, and...
Okay.
No, I don't want the episodes to run too much over an hour on YouTube, you know? But hey, viewer, thanks for joining us, and thanks to all of you who stopped in to watch this as we end on a massive cliffhanger, and we wonder why Mr. Nanaki just shot Shu. We'll find out...
What happened?
I think we'll find out Saturday night. We'll have a special end stream to wrap up the finale of this. It shouldn't take more than an hour, but as I recall, there's a lot. It's an info dump. And it's good, but it's an info dump nonetheless, so you have to be ready for it.
Okay.
I just realized, like, it's a text-based game, so yeah, everything's an info dump. I mean, what?
It's all reading.
Reading is just an info dump! Ah! Throws book at screen. In rage. What a stupid thing to say, I'm sorry. Anyway, we love you all so much.
Love
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.